Namaste, beautiful yogis. Today's pose is an addition, an add-on to yesterday's pose. So yesterday we had Ardha Chandrasana, and today we will have Parivritta Ardha Chandrasana, which is revolved half moon pose. So we're going to practice our half moon once again. We'll start with the right leg leading. Why not? Right leg leading, toes facing the front of the mat, same as yesterday. Gently bend the right knee, engage through the core, open that left hip. We want to make sure we have our blocks handy once again. Open through the right hip and begin to flex the left foot, hinge at the hips, and then bring your right hand to the block. So this is our basic Ardha Chandrasana, and you need to know this in order to progress to Parivritta Ardha Chandrasana, or the revolved version. So, in order to get into the revolved version, you want to now close your left hip so that your hips are square and pointing towards the floor. You might need to move that block a little bit. Take your left hand to the block, flex through the left heel, press the right hip back so the hips are square, and then bring the right hand up to the sky. Now this is really tough. I'm falling all over the place right now. So keep that right leg a little bent, energetically lift through the left heel. If your heart space cannot all the way reach to the right side, that's totally fine. Over time, perhaps it will get there. And then turn your head to the right. And if you're able to, if you're more advanced than me, you can look up towards your right hand. And coming out of it, bring your right hand back to the block. Open back up into Ardha Chandrasana. And then bring your left foot to the mat and step back up. That was hard. Let's see if we can do it on the other side. I struggled a little bit more with that than I was anticipating, which is perfectly all right. I'm going to keep facing this way with the hope that you'll be able to see my face better on this round. So left foot forward now, gently bend in the knee, engage the core, extend through the right heel, hinge at the hips, and bring your left hand to the block. Right arm up. Ardha Chandrasana. And now bring your right hip down, right toes towards the mat. Bring your right hand to the block. You might need to move its location a little bit. Press the left hip back. So you might notice here my left side of the body is kind of crunching forward. So lengthen that left hip. That left sits bone yearns towards the back of the room. Flex through the right foot. And then open the left hand up to the sky. Keep pressing through the right heel. Press through all four corners of the standing foot. And try to look up at your left hand if you're able. If not, you can always keep your gaze on the floor. And we went through Ardha Chandrasana on the other side, so we'll do it again here. Reopen through that right hip. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Half moon pose. And then drop the right foot to the mat and come out of it. That second Ardha Chandrasana was not necessarily planned, but I thought it would feel good, so I thought we could give it a shot. Now this time, we'll just briefly go through both of these revolved half moons without the block, because you can do it without the block as well. It's obviously a lot harder. I prefer it with the block. I feel like I'm able to get a lot more length, and I think that many of you will feel similarly. But for those of you who want to do it without the block, it's exactly the same way. Just your hands are on the floor. So come into our half moon. Square the hips, press the right hip back, bring the left hand to the mat, and open through the right arm. Flex the left foot, heel to the sky, Make sure that you don't crunch in the side body. You want a lot of space. Open the right ribs towards the sky, and you can look either up at your right hand, at the right wall, or to the mat. Coming out of it, same thing on the other side, left foot forward, open through the right hip, come into our half moon, and then close the right hip, square the hip, bring the right hand to the mat, this time a few feet, maybe 2 feet in front of the foot, depending on your torso length. Press the left hip back, right heel to the sky, and then peel the left hand, left side body towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And release, come out of it. Any way that is best for you. Again, if you fell, that's fine. Keep practicing. It is a very difficult pose and it's a lot of fun. It's such a good stretch for the IT bands and the psoas and the hips and the spine. So keep trying and let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Namaste.